Hello everyone, this is Juan, and today I'd like to show you how to make these player boards for tabletop RPG games. They are just Foamcore boards with rubber bands and beads and some dials. And I find these are very cool for the Year Zero system, which uses different stats that you take damage in. So like this, you have full empathy, but you take damage and you lose some, but then you regain it. And with this, you don't need to fumble with pencils and erasers, and you just keep this in your hand. They're also cool for fiddling about. And I'm using this for a slug blaster. So I made these little dials to keep track of the different energy levels of your gadgets. And I'll show you how it works. Well, the Foamcore is very easy. With the rubber bands, you just do a little cut here, and the rubber band can go and it nudges there, real nice, real tight. You print them on the Foamcore and just cut it with the cutter. Same for the hexagons, which I cut on trying to cut on a diagonal, so they look like this, like to the inside, and that way they look well from the front. Sometimes you may miss a bit on the side and it's a little white, so it's ugly, and I use just a little Sharpie afterwards to clean any white that's on the side. That way they look nice from the front. And how do you make the dials? Well, here's a work in progress. I only have 2 dials installed here, and I need the 3rd. This is how it looks on the other side. So first you take the board, and I made a little white line here where it's the center of the hexagon. So I'll just make the little incision there, like that. Now I take one of the hexagons that I previously cut, and I use a nail to make a hole in the center, like this. There, and it should protrude on the other side. There. I move it a bit because it should be a little bit wider than this nail. And I take one of these binders. Look like this. And they have 2 legs, which are currently stuck together, but I'll put it inside there. And I spin it a bit so it can spin, because this is the part that spins. So at first it's real tight, but it gets a bit looser, but still it's elastic, the Foamcore, so it will work nice afterwards. Now that I have this, I insert the little metal on the incision and push it down, like that. Now the 3rd tile is installed. I press it down, and while pressing it down, I open the 2 legs. It should go to that side and this one to the other. I press, and the legs are there. But as you can see, these ones are secure, but these ones are, you can't really get them to push down too much, and they will open with time, which is annoying if you're holding it. So what I do is first I move them a bit counterclockwise, like that, and I make a little incision that's tangential to the point of the thing, like from here to here. I will demonstrate like that, and one on the other side like this. And now I, like the 2 brothers, while pressing down with one, and it's a bit hard with the camera, pressing down the other, I turn it on the other side so they nudge in there, like that. Now it won't be opening anytime soon. And on the other side, you'll see that these are real tight. Well, not real tight, but they won't be turning on its own, and I have to do pressure to get them to turn, but it's easy. And you can use this for, I don't know, a spell slot in Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. Or in Year Zero, I use different color bits for all the things. Well, this one is one of my old Year Zero, Mutant Year Zero boards, which I cannibalized for testing. But I had the bullets, the experience, the mutant points, and everything in different color bits. And like different kinds of water even. They work really well. Any other tip? Oh yeah, the hearts. The hearts I used once I bought from Amazon. They're only white, but with a Sharpie on the other side, I can make it white and black, or stress I use black on one side and red on the other. And these bits, they look really good, but they're very tight. Actually, kind of tighter than the rubber band could hold easily. So my other recommendation is to cut the rubber bands with a diagonal. Like I stand it like this while it's still close, and I cut it very diagonally. Not like this, but very like this. So it has a nice point, and this point can enter almost any bead, even if it's quite tight. And since they are very tight, sometimes turning one, if it's too close to the other, will try to turn the other, like it happened here. Let's see. You see? And what you do is separate them a little. And sometimes if one is real tight, like this one is very tight. And actually you can prevent that by making the rubber band tighter, since the tighter it goes on this side, the thinner it gets here. So it's really easy now to move it, since it's tighter, and flipping one won't affect the others as much. And it's very satisfying, the click the hearts do when they turn. So that's it. I hope you find this interesting and make your own. So any doubts, I'll be checking the comments. By the way, I'm still thinking about what to do, what to use these two fors. I think I'm gonna make some items that you can hang in here. Like if you do a little square with a hole in the middle, you can have actual items hanging in your backpack. But that's my next experiment. So goodbye.